hello, and welcome to this exclusive presentation that we have created for you today, all around how to buy your new home with us here at National Legacy Partners. I am so excited that you are here today. Please be sure that while you are taking this time with us, that you are fully present, fully learning, have your notes and pen and paper and pad or whatever, or iPad or whatever you may need in order to get the details that you need to succeed with us here at National Legacy Partners. And so without further ado, I want to make sure that you know how to get in contact with us while you're here with us today, okay? And so how you do that is if you don't see a comment box below this video, that is all right. All you have to do is just send us an email, contact us directly. We want to hear from you, okay? And how you do that is you contact us at nationallegacypartners.com. So I'll say that one more time. You can really actually reach us at contact us at nationallegacypartners.com. Okay. And so if you have any questions as we're going through the presentation today, reach out to us, contact us. If you have a comment and there is a present comment box below this video, feel free to write into us as well. One of our team members, if not myself as well, sometimes I like to dive in there and see what everyone's saying. And so feel free to do that, and you'll either hear from myself or either one of our team members here in our main quarters here. All right. So guys, let's dive in. I want to make sure we get all the information to you that you need to know what our program is all about, how that actually benefits you on getting on the path to home ownership, and so much more. All right, guys, so let's dive in, shall we? So first and foremost, I want to introduce you guys, to me. My name is Dominique. I am one of the managers here and chief housing counselors here at National Legacy Partners. If you look in the lower right hand corner, I am the one on the left. So hello, how are you? So without further ado, let's dive into more about who we are as certified affordable housing providers, and especially what we do here at National Legacy Partners as well. All right. So first and foremost, we are a multi-service company who buys, repairs, rents, and sells homes. Okay. Also, we are dedicated, guys, truly, we are dedicated to providing friendly and honest service customized to fit your needs. This isn't a cookie cutter type of situation that everyone goes through and they end up in the same type of house or same type of situation. Absolutely not. Everyone is treated specifically according to their needs, their wants, their desires, etc. Okay. And so we definitely work with our clients on an individual basis here. We truly believe in that because everyone's legacy is different, correct? So that's what we do there. Also, we work with all types of buyers and situations. I touched on this already, but yes, we absolutely do, including those who need time to alleviate a shortage of down payment, those who need time to solve credit issues, and those who have never bought a home before. So all of my first-time home buyers out there, you are in the right place at the right time. And once again, I am glad that you have made it here. We also work with win-win solutions for buyers, sellers, and lenders. I think that's one of the beautiful points about how we actually do what we do, is that we don't only just make sure that it's a great fit for you, we also make sure that it's a great fit for us as well, with partnering with the right clients as well as our lenders, right? People who invest and are our legacy contributors into the lives of clients just like yourself and many beyond the borders of various states throughout the country. And so we work with many lenders here, and they absolutely adore what we do. And we bring you guys the absolute greatest partners that we have to help you with your home ownership goals as well. So we make sure it's a win-win solution for everyone, and that everyone truly wins in their own respective endeavors. That's really important to us as well. As a collective, as certified affordable housing providers, we have over 30 plus years of experience in the housing industry. That is the amount of years of knowledge that has been poured into each and every one of us who have been trained, certified, gone through rigorous amount of training and exams in order to make sure that we are fully qualified, knowledgeable, and able to bring you the best solutions in the real estate market. Okay. And so that's really, really important to know, because sometimes you're working with people who are wet behind the ears, or they don't really know the ins and outs of your particular area where you want to live. Well, here at National Legacy Partners, and especially as certified affordable housing providers, that is not the case. We know your particular area. We know how to find the answers that we need in order to cater to your specific situation. So that's something that's really special about what we do in our field of knowledge here. And we're really, really excited to work with clients just like you on the path to homeownership here. And so once again, we provide housing solutions, okay? Especially in various markets, whether it's up or it's down, or whether you're looking or whether you have been putting it off for some time, you're in the right place at the right time. And also understand that we operate independently here at National Legacy Partners, right? And so there is a nationwide network of certified affordable housing providers. And actually, let's dive into some more details about that, because I want you to know the family that exists here. Okay. And so as certified affordable housing providers, we are trained to provide solutions for sellers, buyers, and private lenders, like I talked about before. And so, as you can see here, oh goodness gracious, there's Lou, there's Janice, there's Cynthia, there's Helga. There's so many certified affordable housing providers that you see here in this picture here. And we are nationwide, guys, okay? Nationwide network of certified affordable housing providers serving clients just like you. And we are here to help you here at National Legacy Partners. Something else about us as certified affordable housing providers that I'd love for you to know is that our national company is an A+ rated Better Business Bureau member. What does that tell you? That this isn't some scam job or some, fly-by-night company or some, all kind of questions we get, right? But I share this with you to let you know that you are in good hands, that we will be taking care of you through this process and working with you and seeing how we can help you to make your home ownership dreams a reality. All right. And so I definitely want to make sure that you are aware that there are imitations out there. Okay. And we are the original certified affordable housing providers. Okay. That is our network. That is what we do. That is the breadth of training that we have. And I want you to be aware of the fact that there are other affordable housing programs out there. For some of you all who are first-time home buyers, you probably have heard about this. You probably have been through a program or two, and you'll find that oftentimes you have to go through a long, extensive process before you can even see a home that you might like. And oftentimes, more than not, you're placed into housing situations that it's a great starter home, but it's not exactly yours to fully put your details into and truly make your own. Sometimes and sometimes not, right? So that is not what we do here. But as I said, we're going to dive into some amazing details about our home ownership program that I know you're going to love. So I won't do any spoilers. I will save it for what is necessary in our presentation today. But without further ado, let's continue. So we are a national award-winning program that helps the 80% of people who cannot qualify for a home end up with home ownership. Our sellers help our buyers like you achieve home ownership. It's really, really important to know. We do amazing work throughout the country, and rightfully so, we've been awarded in that light. We are once again, it's in our name, right? We are certified, right? So I have been trained. We all here at National Legacy Partners have been trained and certified to share this program with you. And also to let you guys know as well, on the right hand side here, in this beautiful picture lockup that we have, to my right, picture to my right, I should say, is my mother, Marcia, and she is amazing here at National Legacy Partners because of her real estate knowledge and background as a certified and qualified realtor here in New York. Okay. And so the state of New York. And so that's really important to know because not only do we have knowledge as certified affordable housing providers, but we also come with the expertise of the real estate market. And her having her certification in this regard holds her to a very high standard in New York. And so that floods to everyone else to make sure that we are also in line, not only in New York, but also across the nation, making sure that we are aware of various guidelines that we should look out for in your particular area. And so she helps us to navigate those areas beautifully. So the mix of expertise that we bring here is definitely one to be noticed and to be exclamated. And so I am really excited about everything that we have acquired over the years in terms of knowledge and seeing the various markets and how they change. That is a part of our rigorous training that we receive here as certified affordable housing providers. And so I definitely wanted to make sure that we shared that with you. This is one of our actual certificates that we get as certified affordable housing providers, as among the other many designations that we acquire as well. All right. And so our mission statement is really, really important to know. Our mission is to transform lives through affordable housing, to empower families and individuals to enjoy the American dream of, you got it, home ownership. And so in this presentation, I really want you to be aware of what you're going to get away with, what you're going to be walking away with, and the information that you are going to learn. So in this presentation, you're definitely going to learn who we are. We've already touched on that, right? Also about our unique program. We're going to be diving into that. And some of the costly mistakes many buyers make. Remember when I said you are going to need your pen and your pencils and your paper and your iPads? That is definitely where you are going to want to make sure you're paying attention. Also, you are going to learn how we are different than traditional sellers as well. The benefits that we can provide you over a typical seller, and also how you can buy a house with us today. Notice I didn't say 8 months from now. Notice I didn't say 3 years from now. Today, we can start this process with you today. Can't wait to share more details about that. Now, many of you guys have been having challenges with buying a home. So if you are in this particular presentation with us today, chances are this probably relates to you. So I definitely want to take a moment and just do this exercise with me, just participate and see if this applies to you. If you have been self-employed, if you are facing foreclosure or bankruptcy or divorce, if any of these situations relates to you and everything that you've been going through, well, I want you to definitely know that you are in the right place because we can actually help. Okay, we can actually help. Furthermore, if you do see that comment box below, please tell us, does any one of these situations actually relate to you? We definitely want to know. Same thing if you do not see that, definitely email us. Send us an email telling us about your situation. We definitely want to know more details and see how we can actually work together with your current situation. Because I can guarantee you that no matter the situation that you're in, if you are making a decent income, we can help you regardless of your credit, regardless of your situation, and helping you to achieve your home ownership goals. If you look to the left here, here's a little truth that we definitely need for you to know, is that the sad truth, unfortunately, is that approximately 80%, okay, approximately 80% of Americans cannot qualify for a loan to buy a home today. And for some of you guys who've been going through any one of these situations or others that are not mentioned here, right? It's not all inclusive. That may also apply to you. And so, like I said, we can definitely help. Now, wouldn't you like to own your own home? If you're here, of course, your answer is yes, right? But some of you guys may be in a renting situation. So, what if you could own versus renting, right? If you're in a current rental situation, well, you can enjoy the pride of home ownership when you own your home as opposed to renting it. You also build your family's future in that home. Same thing with enjoying tax benefits. That is a beautiful thing that is reciprocated to you once you have finally become a home owner. That's really, really important to know. These are amazing benefits that are not afforded to you when you are in a renting situation, right? And so definitely working with us here at National Legacy Partners, we want to make sure that you graduate to these benefits and get a chance to incorporate them into your everyday life. And how we do that is through our Path to Home Ownership program. All right. And one customer testimonial that I definitely wanted to highlight, this is an individual who has gone through our Path to Home Ownership program here as certified affordable housing providers. And in what she says, my past medical bills ruined my credit. Your program rebuilt my credit and gave us home ownership. This would not have been possible without you. Thank you. This is from Jane. Jane is awesome, and she has definitely gone through our Path to Home Ownership program. I definitely wanted to share Jane's message with you as well. Now, here are some traditional home financing options. Once again, for those of you who may be first-time home buyers, this may be new information to you. So this is really good information just to know overall, to know what your options are, to know what's available to you in your home ownership goals, okay? And so some applicants can qualify for these right now, and that can also be you as well. There are FHA loans, okay? There are FHA loans that can help you on your path to home ownership that have really great interest rates, 3.5% down, okay? If you haven't noticed before, usually the typical amount for a good down payment, if you're going through traditional home purchasing process, is about 10% or more. Sometimes people like to see 20% as a really good down payment in order to get the ball rolling or to be on that track of purchasing that home. Well, with an FHA loan, you can have as little as 3.5% down, and they will afford you the loan that you're looking for to acquire the new home. Also, there are conventional bank loans as well that also have good interest rates. And it also requires, like I mentioned before, up to 20% down. That's if you're really going that traditional route and providing that good down payment so that you can acquire your home favorably. Okay, there are also VA loans for veterans. If you are attending this presentation today and you are a veteran, I definitely want to take a moment and say thank you for your service. If you haven't been aware or made aware already, there are VA loans for you at your disposal. But if you do not qualify, the good thing is, regardless of your situation, regardless of what you qualify for credit-wise, we can absolutely help. And as always, noted here at the bottom, of course, is that restrictions apply. Not all applicants qualify for these types of loans, and that may be you for whatever situation that may be. Okay? Also, what if I don't qualify for FHA? or bank financing? Well, I know that some of you guys have already been starting to ask yourself this question, and so I wanted to make sure that we touched on this because I get this question often. When people call into our office and they're inquiring about our program or inquiring about becoming a homeowner, they're just like, well, I don't think I qualify for an FHA or bank financing loan. And so how do I go on get on this path, Dominique? And well, that's the beautiful thing that I'm going to share with you today, because you can join our path to home ownership now. You don't have to wait and go through this extraneous process. You can actually join with us now. So you may actually qualify for in-house financing from our team, or you can rent to own for up to 3 years. So we give you time to get your details in order, enhance your life, upgrade your score, increase your score and your circumstances to really be in a great position of home ownership and stewarding your legacy overall, right? And as always, restrictions do apply. Not all applicants or properties qualify. Sometimes we have individuals calling in or contacting us who are, for whatever reason, they're just not fit for the program, or maybe their circumstances are not as stable as they wanted to be yet, and so they always do go away and they'll get their details in order and they'll come back and say, Dominique, I wasn't ready before, but I'm ready now. And that is fine as well. So I definitely wanted to make sure to share that as well. It's not always guaranteed, but a lot of our clients, they qualify. So do not count yourself out, because regardless of your situation, we can work with you. All right. All right, so let's dive into this Path to Homeownership program, right? What is this Path to Homeownership program, Dominique? I keep hearing about it. You keep talking about it. Tell me. Well, we're going to dive into that right now. So for the Path to Homeownership, it really is a step up the ladder towards fully embracing and owning that home that you have been dreaming of outright. Okay, and so we have 4 levels here. If you haven't seen it already, it's right here on your screen. The first level right here at the bottom is the rent level. That's what we have as our bronze level. Then after a while, when you move up the ladder, you go up to our rent to own program, which is our silver level. Then after that, we have our agreement for deed level, and that is also what we call our gold level there. And then ultimately, what everybody wants, our last level right there at the top, is our home owner level, which is what we call our platinum level. So we have easy steps for our buyers to build their down payment and credit, and simply enter at any level now and move up fast. Guys, this is really amazing. So you must be wondering, well, how does this process work? Like, what are these different programs, and how do I know what I qualify for? Well, I'm going to share them all with you, and you can get a better picture of how we operate here in this program. Okay. All right. So like I said, we have our rent level, our rent to own, our agreement for deed, our homeowner level. What does all of this mean? Well, with our program, you start at any level, okay, and grow to home ownership. So for some of you guys may be in a more favorable position, and you can actually move up the ladder a lot quicker. And so you will enter at a different level compared to someone else, right? And no matter what level you enter into, it's not bad, it's not good. It is just where you qualify and you're in your journey towards home ownership with us, okay? So that's all that means. There is no positive, negative, and there's none of that here. It's just, where do you qualify and where do you enter on your way into your own path to home ownership, okay? So let's start here at the rent level. All right. This is where you build up your down payment while enjoying your home. And it also requires a move-in fee. Guys, this is really important. Remember when I kind of touched on that there are some housing programs out there where you have to go through a long program before you can even qualify to even get your eyeballs on a home that you might be interested in, or a home that they have available, or whatever the case may be. Right? Remember I mentioned that? Well, that's one of the beautiful things about our program. As you're going through our program, you're already in the home. Let me say that again. You are already in the home, working your way up to the point where you are full homeowner and fully outright in that space. That is really important to note, right? There is no, like I said, there is no dragged out process with this. You are already in the home, starting and working and building, and we are helping you along the way in this regard. So you are completely renting. Okay, as you build up your down payment, this is for people who don't have a sizable down payment. For us, it's about 10%. I'll be talking about that in a moment. But if you don't quite have the full down payment for what is required for whatever particular house you've chosen, right, in our program, well, you can start at our rent level. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that and work your way up. Okay, is the only thing that we require just to get started is to at least have the move-in fee for that particular home. Okay. Next up, we have our rent to own program, which is our silver membership. Okay. And that is a step up and earn situation, right? You've moved up the ranks a bit, and now you will start to earn monthly credits towards your down payment while building your credit. That's really, really important to note, guys. Okay. So that is something that we hold near and dear to us in our Path to Homeownership program. This is not a time where you are taking this time for granted. We want you to working on your credit, not only just for the home, but for your life, for your legacy, and everything that your credit is tied to, right? We all know that the better your credit is, the better type of life you will have, the better quality of life, I should say, you will have, the higher and higher your credit grows. Okay. And so in this particular part, you may have a little bit more in the more than a move-in fee. But this one requires an option fee. Okay. And so that is determined based on the home as well. Okay. And so if you have that amount, you automatically come up and start at this level, or you work your way up as you achieve these goals, right? Now, let's go a little higher. So in our agreement for deed level, which is what we call our gold membership, this is like a step up and gain, right? And this is why it's gold, right? Because tax benefits is one of the greatest things that you can have as a homeowner, okay? And so we definitely want to make sure that you are working towards this amazing goal. And this is where it starts to happen. This is where the true rich conversation starts to happen, because it is here that you get the tax benefits of buying with as little as 10% down payment. Now, if you have a little more down payment, okay, towards the house, that is wonderful. That is actually works in your favor, because it actually helps you to bring your housing payments down. Okay. And I'll be talking about this a little bit more, but I definitely want you to be aware that let's say you have the 10% and you say, okay, I'm just going to only give the 10%. That's completely fine. But if you have more, that is even better for you, because it helps to accelerate the rate at which you become a complete homeowner for this home. Okay. Now, this, of course, requires, like I mentioned before, a down payment. Okay. Now, this is what everyone wants. And it's the next step up here, which is the homeowner level, right? It's what we kind of like to call when we have our homeowners pop the top, right? They have gotten to the top and they have fully reached their potential in their Path to Homeownership program with us. And it's what we call our homeowner level. It's our platinum membership. And this is where you step up and save. You save big money here, right? And this is when you have established good credit, good or greater or better credit, right? Once again, you're working your way up the ranks and you're working on your credit and building your life and building your legacy, all while being in the home that you desire. It's an amazing feeling. And so you start to earn lower interest rates and get lower monthly payments. Okay. Once again, you earn lower interest rates. Can we say lower interest rates here, people, right? And you start to get lower monthly payments. This requires a down payment and, of course, good credit. Why does it require good credit at this phase? One, because it is our expectation, it is our goal for you that you are working and building your credit as you're going through our process, right? But not only that, but this, you can work your way up to the point where you may want to get bank financing. You may want to get a mortgage, right? And you can absolutely do that. The beautiful thing about doing it at this stage is you now have the credit to finally qualify for that great interest rate mortgage that you have been desiring for your home, right? And that is an option. Some clients, they choose to go and get a mortgage, and some don't. They're just like, we like where we are, we like the payments we're making. We just want to continue on this route until we've completely paid off the home. That is completely fine as well. If you still desire to get a mortgage during this phase, that's still wonderful, because at that point you're now borrowing less money because you've been working towards this goal of home ownership all of this time. So it's a beautiful, beautiful program. And of course, as you know, if you're borrowing less money when you finally get to the point where you're ready, what happens to your payments? They go down, right? Because you're borrowing less money. And so that is when you completely graduate out of our program and become a full-on homeowner. And it is such a joy for each of our clients when they do, just like Jane in the earlier part of our presentation here, who has gone through our program and is enjoying the beautiful benefits of home ownership. It's really, really awesome. And as always, our program terms may differ based on state laws, okay? Once again, remember that training that I talked about that we have here? Well, we know that every state differs. And so working with you, no matter where you are in the country, we can absolutely work with you, and we make sure that our rules match up with your state laws, okay? And so whether that be different programs that are available to you, different financing options that are available to you in your state, we make sure to do our due diligence here at National Legacy Partners, and that is all a part of our process. So once we actually go through our process with you, you join at the level that's right for you. Okay, and so like I said before, everyone doesn't always start at the rent level. Some people come straight in at the agreement for deed because they have the 10% down payment or more for the particular home that they are interested in. Okay. All right. So how has this been so far? Isn't this great? So this is our Path to Home Ownership program. I'm so happy to share that with you guys. And I definitely wanted to make sure that we shared some more good testimonials with you. So let's dive into that. This is Brad and Sonia. This is their home that they have gone through our Path to Home Ownership with. And this is a beautiful, beautiful testimonial. So thanks for making it so easy to buy. We thought we would never be able to own our own home, but you have made our dream come true, and we now have tax write-offs. How awesome is that, right? We always want to lower our taxes and always make sure that we're saving as much money as we can of our hard-earned dollars, and being a homeowner affords you that luxury. And Brad and Sonia were able to do that as they gone through the Path to Home Ownership program with us here as certified affordable housing providers. So that's really, really awesome. All right. So over 100 million Americans do not live in a home of their own. And we're changing that one family at a time. And guys, it is our complete joy to do so. Now, some buyers qualify for down payment assistance. Let me repeat that again. Some buyers qualify for down payment assistance. If you pay attention to what's happening in your county or your state, there are chances are that there is a program for you, especially to our veterans. You want to take a look at that and see what's available to you as well. But if you're not a veteran or anything of that nature, that is completely and perfectly fine. Just take a look at what's going on in your state and in your city. This is something that we also like to check in with the city and state about to see if there are any options that are available to our clients, because we understand that, if there's assistance that's available available to you, why not be able to benefit from that, right? If this is what you desire. So let's just create an example here, okay? So I have an example here for you, and it's a new bank loan with down payment assistance, okay? So let's say the sales price of a home is $75,000, okay? Depending on your area, this may sound familiar to you, or it may sound about right. For some other areas, it may be way low. You might be in a really expensive area. That's completely fine, okay? But for example's sake, let's just stick to this one, okay? So let's say the sales price of the home is $75,000. Well, with a down payment assistance, they can offer you $7,500. Okay. Now, different programs offer more or less. So I definitely want to make sure that everyone is aware, like, oh my goodness, they'll give me $7,500. That may or may not be the case. They may give you more, they may give you less. But just for this example, let's say they just give a good 10%. Okay. Now, the loan amount will then be $67,500. Net dollars from you, meaning how much you're coming out of pocket, will be $0. Now, some programs do require money from the borrower, so sometimes they may require like 3.5 or 1% or whatever percentage that they require, and then they'll foot the rest of the bill for that. But some, they don't. Right. And so for you, it's net in this particular example anyway, right? It's $0 coming out of your pocket, meaning your monthly payment, your monthly PITI is $470. Okay. And now this qualifying depends on your situation, of course, right? And also based on an example interest rate, which is about average. It can be higher depending on how the market fluctuates, of 4.25% with taxes being $1,000 and insurance being $500 a year. So this is just one particular example where this can apply. And then your estimated tax savings on a home like this, in a situation like this, is $24,600. That's a lot. And that's over the life of that loan. So that's a great savings to have just by having a really great down payment assistance program. So that's something to look into. Okay. Now, lower payments and tax benefits mean ownership is a better deal than renting. It's a better deal than renting. Where else can you rent for $470 a month? Not many places, okay? And so this is why, and I know for a fact that this is why you are here with us today during this exclusive presentation, because you want the benefits that being a homeowner affords you, and we want to make sure that that happens for you. So let's share another testimonial here, shall we? So Ivan and Maria Thurman, they said, we don't know what we would have done without you helping us out. We surely would still be wasting our money on rent. And I know some of you guys might have been saying that yourself. You're like, I'm tired of renting. I'm finally ready to move into my own home and create my life already. Move on to that next greater phase of my life. And so this is definitely a great place to do that here. And so Ivan and Maria, also amazing couple, have also gone through the Path to Home Ownership program with us here as certified affordable housing providers. All right. Over 43 million Americans have a credit score below 599. Our program can change that for you. How? Well, there's financing is available from our company with as little as a 10% down payment. And that's part of our path to homeownership, as we were talking about those different steps, right? So with that, as little as a 10% down payment, you can really get to where we have our agreement for deed level and really acquire the home that you desire. Once again, subject to different states and different laws, and not available on all properties. So we just want to make sure that you're aware of that, but it is a definite option that is available. Okay, so let's take another example. This one is going to be our in-house financing example. So let's just say, once again, this housing price may be in your area. It may not. It may be higher. It may be lower in terms of the home that you may desire. That's completely fine. But for example's sake, let's just stick with this one, shall we? All right, so the sales price for this particular home would be $125,000. Okay, let's say. Now let's say you have this down payment available already. You're saying, Dominique, in this particular example, right? You're saying, Dominique, I have $12,500. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's see what's available to us. And this can also be, just as a note here, this can also be a combination of your money, work for equity. It could be IRA or 401k that you have, family contributions. Maybe you have families who are willing to invest in you becoming a homeowner, or other down payment assistance programs. Remember, like the programs that we were talking about before? Well, it can be a multiple of those different areas. So definitely, as you're thinking about becoming a homeowner, look at all of the other different pockets and areas that you have available to you in you acquiring the down payment you need to move forward and on the up and up in our program. Just think about that. Okay. So like I said, in this particular example, down payment here, let's say you have $12,500. Okay. Now the loan amount then becomes $115,875. Okay. Now this includes points financed into a loan as any mortgage payment or any loan that you may be taking out. Okay. Now, let's say with factoring in your down payment and your new loan amount, this will bring you to a monthly payment, PITI, of $1,225. Once again, this is based on an example of interest rate of 9.75% with taxes of $1,670 a year and insurance of $800 per year. This is with good credit required for lower interest rates, etc. And if you put more down, you also get a lower monthly payment. Remember I talked about that? Well, the same thing applies. But for this example, you actually get an estimated tax savings of $87,930 over the life of this loan. Guys, once again, lower payments and tax benefits mean ownership is a better deal than renting. I'm going to say it again. Lower payments and tax benefits mean ownership is a better deal than renting. Once again, we've proven it here as well. Name me a place where you can rent a beautiful spaced home for $1,225 a month. Depending on where you're living, it can't buy you much. Okay. And so when you're in your own home, you're afforded more opportunities like this. Okay. Now, once again, I feel like I'm a mind reader. You guys can tell me if I'm a mind reader or not. But some of you guys might be asking this very question. What if I don't have much down payment money? Right? Okay. I know I need 10%. Right? I know I need 10% to enter into the agreement for deed level, right? But what if I don't have enough? Well, as I touched on before, this is where joining our bronze or silver level of our homeowner in training is what we like to call it, right? You are a homeowner in training in this particular phase of our path to home ownership. So this is afforded to you as long as you make rent payments on time. Okay, you take on minor property maintenance for discounted monthly rental, right? We'll help you as you go along this journey, but you definitely start to take on more and more of the responsibility as we move you on up the ladder, right? And then you also earn monthly credits at the silver level. That's really important that you start earning those monthly credits towards your purchase of the home. And that happens for you. That starts to kick in automatically at the silver level. Okay. So once again, if you don't have enough of a down payment for whatever particular home that you have found going through our search in our path to home ownership program, understand that there is still an opportunity for you in our bronze or silver level to get you into the home that you truly desire. All right. And so credits vary based on price of the home, as I talked about before. Okay. Now, also, what I want for you to know, and this is for really my handy people out there, or to my soon to be homeowners, that can also be you as well, who want to put your own touch on your home that you desire, right? A lot of us are loving the HGTV shows. I know for one, I am really, really loving that channel. I always have. But if you don't have enough down payment money, no worries. We actually offer grant money too. Several options, including our Work for Equity program. Right? For those of you who want to put your own spin on your home, I know that's always a joy. And so in our Work for Equity program, this is beautiful for you if you are a contractor, or if you maybe want to customize your home according to your wants, loves, and desires, right? So in our program, you do some or all of the fix up and repair to the home, and we will grant you credit towards your down payment or option fee per the agreement we do together. Right? Once again, being a partner with you in this journey to home ownership. For some of you, this is not an option for you. You're just like, I don't want to tweak anything. I don't want to do anything. That's fine. That means that this is not for you. But for those of you who this may interest you, it is a beautiful way for you to really, truly make a home your own. And so we always encourage it, especially to people who do not have enough of a down payment to acquire the home that they desire through our program. You also earn credit for all on-time payments. Okay, in this particular aspect of the program, and then even earn credit for work done on our other properties. That is also possible as well. So we're willing to work with you here, right? When you are a partner with someone, you don't just have a cut and dry relationship with them, right? You learn them, you learn to understand them, right? You hear them. And so we do that in our program. And so for those of you, like I said, you might be a handyman, you might be a contractor. Well, we definitely have other clients and other homes that may need fixing up, or they may need contract work done. And we're always open to that. If we have other clients who are on our path to homeownership program and they're willing to lend a hand, well, we're willing to work with you in your payments and crediting that towards your purchase price of your home. Okay. And so there's restrictions that apply to this. Not everyone qualifies for this program, but that's part of going through our process with us so that we can understand how we can work together and what is the best fit for your particular situation. But at least you are aware now that this is available to you if you don't have enough of a down payment to be made towards the purchase price of the home that you desired. So let's hear from Leon, shall we? So he says that I'm 63 years old, and because of your company, I was able to get the opportunity of home ownership for the first time in my life. We transformed the house and our lives with your Work for Equity program. We transformed the house and our lives with your Work for Equity program. Thank you so much. So Leon is amazing, and I just want to show you guys also. This was actually done by Tara Bell, amazing woman. So this is the before picture for her as she went through our Work for Equity program. Okay, and this is what she created after the fact. So I want to show you guys that again. I just thought that was just so cool. This was the before. Okay, so this is like freshly moving in. This is what was there. Did some taking countertops off, etc. And this is what she created after the fact. And this was credited towards her purchase price of the home. And so it's really beneficial to our clients. It's like I said, if you desire to put your own finishing touches on your home and really making it your own, our Work for Equity program is where it's at. So I want to show you another example that Tara did as well. So this was a pantry in the closet there, and of course it needed some work and it needed some fixing up. Well, here is the after effect. I just think that that's really, really great. And so Tara did an amazing job. And you may have other ideas, right, for your house. You may have different finishings and different types of wood and different, you really can make the home your own, depending on what you are comfortable with doing in our program. And so you truly can make it your own. So how we benefit you in this entire process? Well, we'll work with you regardless of credit or background to obtain valuable home ownership with down payment options and tax benefits at a fair price, plus credit fix options to further lower your payments. You'll walk away fully satisfied. I want to share with you something that Myron and Carol Johnson said, you made it so quick and easy for us. We are excited about our future ownership. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They said thanks to you. Guys, this is really, really awesome, and it can absolutely benefit you for sure. All right. So life is better with good credit. Now, this guy, I know you see him. He is just waiting in the water there, just relaxing. I mean, life is good. This is how it feels, right? Or a depiction of how it feels anyway. When you have good credit, you're able to afford more things because you have a lower interest rate. Therefore, you're able to do more. It really makes a world of a difference, right? And so Jenny Chung, she says, I definitely want to share what she said. I couldn't believe how quickly my credit could be repaired and how much money this will save me. Thanks. Right? When you have bad credit or if it's less than what's required for a particular program or credit card, etc., it can really take a toll on you. And sometimes you don't realize how it can really affect your overall goals, right? Your money goals, right? And so good credit is valuable. It is so, so valuable, especially in becoming a homeowner. It's really valuable. I want to share something with you that Rodney B said. He said, when I started my credit restoration, my credit was pretty bad. My ex-wife had opened a lot of accounts in my name and then chose not to pay the bills. After working with this company, my credit has been restored to my pre-divorce good credit standing. Now, it's unfortunate that Rodney had to go through the divorce, but at least there's help on the other side, regardless of your situation, to really help you advance your credit goals, correct? So whether you are buying a car, home, or just using credit cards, each level of credit improvement gets you better loan rates and in turn, thousands of dollars in savings. Now, I don't know about you, but I love a good savings. It helps me to further my financial goals, right? And so let's break this down, right? How can this actually benefit you? What does that actually look like? What do the savings of having good credit actually look like? Okay. What does that look like? So this is what a 3% difference really, really means. Let's say you get a $200,000 loan, okay, at 6.25%. Now, this can be a mortgage, this can be a private loan, this can be any kind of loan, right? Let's say it's $200,000. Okay. Now, that means that your monthly payments would be $1,231 and is $1,231 a month. Okay. And then the total cost of that would be $443,316. That's the overall. Now, let's take that same loan, okay, and let's bring it down to 3.25%, because let's say in this particular situation, you have better credit. Well, now your payments are $870 a month and your total cost savings are $313,348. That's your total cost, which is a total savings monthly of $361. $361, which brings you to a total savings every year of 100, or just overall of $129,967. $129,967. That's important. That is a lot of money. Okay. And so I want to turn you on to what Steve and Kathy have said. They said, "Thank you. My wife and I were finally able to get out of our rental and into our own home. With our past credit issues, we would have never thought it was possible. You helped us with the negative items on our credit reports and taught us how to gain financial independence." Now, remember how I was saying that we can help you to work with your credit, and we definitely want you to advance your credit as you're going through our program? Well, this is one of the ways in which we do that. I'm going to tell you more about our partnership with UCES. They are a nonprofit credit restoration company, and nonprofit, of course, that helps our homeowners to really gain the credit levels that they desire as they move up the ranks and work on their credit. It is a really beautiful program that they offer to our clients, and we established this partnership with them. Remember Marcia, my mother, she actually heads up a lot of our partnerships, and it is through her partnership with UCES that it affords this great benefit to our clients. And good credit, like I said, good credit is available. Why wait? Definitely you want to make sure that you apply now. If you want to do that now, well, consider this your gift, because you can even do this now whether you work with us or not. It is available to you, and we definitely want to make sure that you know about it. This is how important it is. Whether you are working with us or not, you still have to have good credit in order to go further and go farther in our economy. Okay, guys? So in order to do that, if you want to do that right now, if you want to write this down, feel free to do so. Head on over to nationallegacypartners.com/credit. Once again, you can go over to nationallegacypartners.com/credit, and there you can absolutely go there, fill out the form there to get started. It is a really good, cost-effective way to really gain those incredible savings that I was illustrating to you earlier. And that was just an example. Imagine what your savings will actually be in real life. Now, that's really, really good for you to know. And so I would definitely want to share William's story with you. William said, "I was paying high interest on my credit cards and didn't even know it." How many times have you been in a situation where you're just like, your eyeballs are popping out of your head? Like, you're like, what? I didn't know I was paying that much. Well, that was the case for William. So he said, "I was paying high interest on my credit cards and didn't even know it. I didn't know what a difference better credit would make. This has changed everything for me. Thank you for bringing this to me." And so when we got that from William, we knew for a fact that as certified affordable housing providers, we were on to something. And so that is why even in this moment, we are bringing you this opportunity to work on your credit even now. Once again, whether you work with us or not, this program is available to you. We definitely want to make sure that you are aware that getting better credit is at your disposal. Okay, so once again, nationallegacypartners.com/credit. All right. Now, guys, get started today. Now, how in the world do you get started with us? Well, here's what you need to know. Simply complete your preliminary application. Okay, you can do that, and if you haven't noticed already, there's a URL right there at the bottom of the screen. You can head over to legacyhomeprograms.com and you can complete your preliminary application with us. Our application fee is $85 per person, and it is required for your credit and program placement analysis. Remember our path to homeownership and moving up the ranks and figuring out where you qualify? Well, it is in this process that analysis determines the best program for your situation. That's really where we start to dig into your credit worthiness and seeing what's happening with your income and seeing where you fall in the ranks and how we can customize our program according to your needs. Okay. We'll also find a house in this entire process. We'll also find a house that fits your needs and program requirements. Sometimes it's in inventory, right? Sometimes we have houses that are available depending on what your preferences are. And if not, okay, no hope is lost here. If not, we find the one that fits your situation, right? So if you have a particular house that you'd like or a particular area that you'd like to live in, we can absolutely create a custom program for you around your home goals. Okay. Credit restoration could be your next best step. All right. Some of you, you may want to continue working on your credit now, or even after you're working with us. That is completely fine. But for many of you, even if you're in a good standing with your credit, you may want to bump that up some. That is completely fine. And so that also may be your next step. So complete the paperwork and let's get started. But for those of you who may feel like, well, what if I'm not ready yet? We have a program for that. And that is our VIP program. So I'm going to tell you more about it. So most people understand that without a plan, nothing happens, right? So we're aware of that. And we created this program around that. Now something can. Okay, something can happen. So our VIP program allows you to start now, even with limited deposit money and credit, and build up your required fees, then move in with when the right property is found. How awesome is that? How awesome is that, right? Consider this as your home on layaway as you build up your rent to own fee over time. We offer many options, including payroll deduction, family and employer contributions, IRA or 401k loans, direct payments, and more. So like we said, consider this your home on layaway. If you want to contribute in any particular way, you absolutely can in this program. And this all happens before you move into the home. Let's say you might not have enough for a move-in fee with us to get started. That is completely fine. Consider our VIP program, okay? Because once you have a sufficient balance in your account, we will find a property that meets your needs, or we will gladly refund your money. Let me say that again. Once you have a sufficient balance in your account, we will then find a property that meets your needs, or if we have one in inventory that matches your needs, that is completely and available to you as well, or we will gladly refund your money. That's very, very important. We don't keep it. We don't pocket it. It's not like you'll never see it again. We don't steal it. We don't do any of that because like I've mentioned before, here at National Legacy Partners, we are truly partners in you becoming a homeowner. And so we want to make sure that the funds that are being set aside by you, it's kind of like your own unique account with us. And as you are building that down payment, as you are building that move-in fee with us, then that is completely available to you at any time should you not want to move forward anymore, or should you need to cancel or anything of that nature. That is still your right. That is still your money. That is still available to you. Okay. But like I said, for those of you who are not ready for our program yet, and we have come to that, our VIP program is perfect because that gives you time. Once again, we're partnering with you. This gives you time to work on those funds while you're in the current situation that you're in, putting money aside slowly over time, right? Up until the point where you're ready to afford your home ownership goals, right? How awesome is that? So some of you guys, once again, I know I'm reading your mind. Well, Dominique, how in the world do I get started? Because this is amazing. This has been blowing my mind. I want to do this right now. Well, you can absolutely do that. Complete the application. You can specifically go over to legacyhomeprograms.com/buy-a-home. That is specifically where it's located on our website. I want to make sure I take you right there. All right. So guys, you can go over to legacyhomeprograms.com/buy-a-home. And somewhere here on the screen, you might see it below this video here. You might see below our presentation here for you. There's a button down below. You can just click that. It'll bring you straight over to our form. You can complete that preliminary application. Okay. And once you've done that, okay, once you've filled out that application, you'll get a call from our team, either myself or one of our other team members, really talking with you so that we can get a deeper understanding as to what you're looking for, what your situation is, and seeing what program we can actually bring you through. Okay. One of the many programs that we talked about today. Okay. And so once we've finalized that and we figure, okay, great, you're ready for our Path to Home Ownership program, and we want to move you want to move forward. Wonderful. Then you just pay your fees, which is your $85. Okay. And then per person, who will be living in the home. And then also you obtain your tri-merge credit report. Okay, this is when you go to each credit bureau and you get your credit report. You can absolutely do that. You can go to annualcreditreport.com. That is a free and valid resource that is available to you that gives you free access to your credit reports every year. Every American gets one. If you have a social security number, it is available to you every year for free through annualcreditreport.com. If you have other methods to achieve getting your credit report, feel free to do that, but we like to offer this as an option for people who are going through our program as well. Once you provided that to us, we can then match you with the program that's right for your budget and credit today. That's when we really get to solidify and determine, okay, where in our Path to Home Ownership does Jim qualify for? Does Sarah qualify for? Right? Do you qualify for? Right? And that's when we'll be able to finalize those details. But we can't know what program you qualify for until we've gotten these documents from you. Okay? Of course, with also your income statements, etc., we would need that provided to us as well, because that helps us with that determination as well. So we go through all of these details. So once again, there's a button down below for you there that takes you directly over to our application, to our preliminary application, which is at legacyhomeprograms.com/buy-a-home specifically. Okay. Once you've done that, you pay your fees with us. That's after you've gotten on a call with us, of course. Then you obtain your tri-merge credit report. Then you provide it to us. Once you've done that, we can absolutely batch you with a home. And so I just want to share with you what Matt had to say. He said, I own a business. I thought that was good, but found out the banks didn't like it at all. I jumped through a lot of hoops, and even with the large down payment we had, never got a loan. Then I found you. You helped find the house that would work for us and provided the financing. Thanks so much. Guys, I wanted to share Matt's story because some of you guys are business owners or independent contractors, and you're making a decent amount of income, or you're making steady income doing what you do, and you may have the funds, right, to embark on a mortgage process or a loan process, right? But the credit may just not be in your favor. And so Matt encountered that. He thought, you know what, I'm a business owner, I'm good to go. And he quickly came to realize that just because he's a business owner didn't mean that he was able to acquire his home ownership goals. And so this happens quite often in the entrepreneurship community. It's unfortunate that, banks just don't work with entrepreneurs, given all that entrepreneurs do for this country, and small business owners, what they do for this country. And so it's unfortunate, but it is true, right? It does happen. And so that may have also happened to you. Okay, or you may have encountered this in some type of way. And so just know that we are here for you. Once again, same thing that we did for Matt, we can absolutely do for you. So go ahead and click that button at the bottom of the page there. It'll take you over there. And then also you might be there also might be another button on our page there. Feel free to just click that and then head on over to legacyhomeprograms.com/buy-a-home. Now, you can also refer your friends. Okay. And you can earn money. For some of you, this also may result in credit in your home, depending on where you are in our program with us, right? So surely you know others who would be interested in owning their own home and or improving their credit. Just give us their name and number, and you'll earn credits towards your down payment, or we can just pay you a referral fee. How awesome does that sound? Okay, we pay up to $250 per referral after they have successfully moved into the home. Okay, so not just because you referred them, we just give you $250. It doesn't work like that. We actually bring them through our application process, our full application process, and making sure that they actually qualify once they've moved in and that first successful payment is made. That is when we credit you for that $250, or we can just pay you the referral fee. So some of you guys know people in your family or friend. They may live across the country. They may live on the same neighborhood as you, or you guys have your home ownership goals together. That is completely fine. You can share this information with them, share our website with them, share this presentation with them, exactly how you signed up and exactly how you got there. Share with them how you got here. And we can absolutely work with them as well. So once again, during this presentation, you've learned more about who we are, how a deserving family, regardless of background or credit, can end up with home ownership, how you can get your house today instead of waiting for in an unpredictable amount of time, right? So, sometimes it can turn from months to years, and then you're waiting years and years again. We don't want that for you. And so you've definitely learned how to bypass all of that unprecedented time, correct? You've also learned how you can deal with credit restoration now and move on with your life. How cool was that, right? It's a really cool resource. Also, isn't it now, right? Isn't now the right time for you? Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. So I am really, really excited about working with you on your path to home ownership. Guys, listen, through our path to home ownership, it is a new day. It is a new way, and you can absolutely join our movement as certified affordable housing providers to transform housing in America. Once again, you can head over to legacyhomeprograms.com, which has all the information that we talked about today, plus more. And of course, that's where you have your application. It has certainly been my pleasure to be your host of this exclusive presentation here with us at National Legacy Partners, and of course as certified affordable housing providers. Listen, guys, everyone deserves a home. This is something that we truly, truly believe. Everyone deserves a home, and we look forward to creating a solution just for you. Once again, guys, it has been my pleasure to serve you today. Thank you so much for attending this exclusive presentation that we have created just for you guys. And it is an amazing day to get started with us. So it's really relatively quick to get started. All you have to do is click on the button at the bottom of the screen or somewhere right here on this page created just for you. Head over to our preliminary application. Make sure you get that filled out. you'll hear from one of our team members and also even myself as a chief housing counselor here at National Legacy Partners. And we'll be able to bring you through our process and see what your situation is and seeing which one of our programs to get you started with. And if you are fit to go through our Path to Home Ownership program, will bring you through all the details that we need to get you through that. But it's relatively quick, and we can be as aggressive as we need to be, as long as we have your hand in partnership as well, right? And so, guys, it is once again, this has been a joy for me to share this exclusive information with you. Definitely take heed to it. Definitely run with it. And I can't wait to see you on the other side. Go ahead and fill out that application. And I can't wait to talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.